I was depressed for a very long time.
Don't you know that you're beautiful, just the way you are, just the way you came. Don't you know that you're beautiful?
Sorry, I look super washed out, but like my window is over there and it kind of makes you look like you are so white. Need a tan. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, mainly because I just don't know what to vlog, but I want to get back into it because I feel like with my classes that I've been taking, my creative side has been coming out more. I'm like twitching. It's gonna be my first vlog back. Sorry, I'm looking at my couch. It's like gray, but it looks really washed out. I'm trying to be like really intentional with things I do. I have a lot to do today. I have to clean my apartment, and then I might do like an apartment tour showing off how my apartment is decorated for Christmas because girl went a little crazy this year. But I have a lot to share. It's been like 2 years since I really did a vlog because I've just been posting projects, so I have a lot to share about what went on these last 2 years and still going through some things. I have to grocery shop, I have to finish assignments. So I want to kind of like lay outside and get it like tan a little bit, but it's actually been like cold in Florida. Cold for Florida, it's like 60 degrees, which I know I'm from Connecticut, so that should not be cold, but it actually is. My body has adjusted to this temp, so, to like 85-degree temp every day. So enough rambling and let's get on with the day. I started vlogging yesterday, but that turned into nothing. This is my first time working out in probably like a month. I have this thing where I like work out once a month for some reason. I'll get in the habit. I'll be like, oh yeah, finally getting back into it, finally gonna work out again. And then I work out one day and I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I woke up feeling a little bit, I don't really know. I called my mom and I like couldn't even explain the feeling. I kind of want to make a sit down video because my purpose of bringing back this channel was to help girls like me or guys who go through certain things and how to navigate through it. I think the flow of this channel from now on is going to be more motivational videos and vlogs in between. I'm always by myself, so I don't know how much I can vlog and just being by myself, so I feel like sit down videos would probably be the best. I'm gonna go work out, and then by the time I get back, this will probably be the video of explaining what has been going on the last 2 years of my life. Stay tuned for that. I look like washed out right here. I guess I can turn it down. Maybe I should turn the light off. Let's see how it looks with the light off. Does it look better? Yeah, it definitely looks a lot better with that light off. So what if I like film this whole thing and it's like not good? I guess I can just adjust the lighting, but oh, sorry, I do have a shirt on, I swear. One moment. Let's not show that. What up guys, and welcome back to this segment of my channel, which is the one that you probably have been waiting for this whole entire video, and I've just been putting it off because honestly I'm pretty nervous coming back to YouTube, doing it in a different kind of way than I've ever done before. Vlogs with a name that shall not be mentioned. Now I want to do it with like motivational stuff. I feel like that is my calling to help others through my experience. I feel like I need to make this video because of it's just been too long. I don't really know, but I have things to say, and I figured I at first was gonna write an outline to kind of like touch base, like okay, this is what I want to say, this is what I want to say, this is what I want to say. Sometimes it's better to just go with the flow when you're making these types of videos because I tend to come up with things like when I'm just talking, you know? Anyways, ooh, excuse me, I've had a lot to drink. Not that kind of drink, just like been trying to stay hydrated. Wow. Okay, now I'm like 2 minutes and 13 seconds rambling, and I haven't even gotten to my point. Before I go to 2017, I have posted a few videos since then, but they've really been just school projects and one I'm back video that I never came back after that. Let's touch base on that. I went through so much. This is where we're gonna rewind. I can't fucking talk. Probably not smart wearing white with a white background. Didn't even think of that. As you guys know, I started this channel with somebody I was in a relationship for a very long time. For those of you who are new, you will get the story on that kind of, but if you want to see, obviously I have vlogs up still because there's really no point in taking them down because It's memories for me of myself. I really only watch parts of me. The purpose of this YouTube channel was because I don't have any home videos from when I was a child. They all got lost in a flood. In 2014, I decided to make videos, so when I got older, I can look at some of these videos. Anyways, this is not the point of the video, Sarah. Why are you rambling? Backtrack. 2017. I am obviously no longer with that person who was in those videos. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that is the main reason why I haven't been on this channel. My heart got broken so bad to the point that I fell into depression for about 10 months. I'm not gonna throw any shade at him. I'm gonna take the high road, but what I will say, the situation was a really, really, really messed up situation that I hope no one ever goes through, because it made me not feel worthy. I swear. It made me feel like the last 4 years of our relationship was a lie. The person I fell in love with and the person who broke my heart was not the same person. And I'm sure many of you understand that. If you guys ask why did we break up or what caused our breakup, I couldn't even tell you, because I still sometimes wonder. I can tell you that I was always faithful. I loved him with all my heart, and I will always care about him no matter what, even though he did pretty bad things to me. Not during our relationship, like after. I probably should have wrote an outline, because clearly I don't know what I'm saying. 2017, you guys saw the vlog where I made the brownies. In that vlog, I had said that we were still together, but that was like 2 days after we supposedly broke up. Hold on. Oh my god. Sorry, guys. Hold on. That's my dad. Anyways, gotta put him on pause. Oh my god. Hope everyone's okay. As you all know, in 2017, I got into my dream school. I've always wanted to move to Florida, and I made it happen. It's something that I discussed with the person that I was with. He was 100% on board with it. He said he was gonna move with me. I was so stoked. I've never lived in a different state before. I was excited to explore that with him. We talked about it, on the same wavelength about it, so I thought. Fast forward, I guess there was a lot of signs that I did not see at the time, but then after thinking it over and over, I don't want to say there's no bad blood, because I am very hurt by him. I'm not gonna shame him, and I'm not gonna bash him, because two wrongs don't make a right. I've tried filming this video many times before. I tried filming it about when it was first happening, and every time I turned on the camera, it was just breakdown after breakdown after breakdown. I couldn't even get a sentence out. Fast forward to the day we had to drive down to Florida. Graduation party, he helped me plan it. So excited. He wrote me a little note. Like, I can't wait to marry you. That is if you'll say yes, haha. And like, I cherished those little notes, and I like kept them, because at my graduation party, I had a little jar that had people put like the best memories in there. And he wrote about the day I first said I love you to him and all that. And that was very, very special to me. Everybody kept asking, oh, are you guys worried about your relationship? And I was like, no, like, we have the most trusting relationship ever. Why would I be worried? Because honestly, we did. Like, I trusted him so much, and he trusted me, and we never really, if we fought, it was like bickering, but it wasn't like, oh my god, I hate you, calling names. It was nothing like that. It was nothing like my relationship before that. We never called each other's names, because he knew how my relationship before was to me, and that was one thing we promised never to do to each other. Today, he drives me to Florida, stopped at his dad's for a couple days to visit him in North Carolina. Then we went to Florida. He came to my school with me, said he was gonna miss me so much, and like, we both broke down crying at the airport. Like, it was pretty genuine. Never knew when I dropped him off at the airport that morning that things were gonna be like right in my face. It's funny because like, if you were to ask him, he would tell such a different story. That's like mind-blowing to me, because I thought he never lied to me. So when he tells this story, it's like, what? Were we in two different relationships with each other? I like really loved him so much. Like, I did everything for him, and I made sure we were always on the same page. Like, this is the first time that I can really talk about it without breaking down. I've had to go to therapy after it happened, because I've never been through anything like it before. And I know like it's like just a breakup, but you know, it wasn't, because that was the one I thought was the one, and I thought was gonna marry. When you know somebody as long as I did, it's not like we were just in a like relationship for 4 years. I knew him since I was 5 years old, and we grew up together, and we shared like a lot of stuff together. Ugh, I'm getting hot talking about it. You know, obviously we broke up, and it wasn't just like, you know, we're done kind of breakup. It was a bad breakup, and that's what I don't get. Like, our relationship was amazing. If you guys look back on the videos, that wasn't just for the camera. That was literally who we were, because if like I got mad at him, I would get mad at him on the camera, but it was like something stupid. It wasn't anything serious. I mean, we lived together for 2.5 years. I'm still friends with his family because they've been nothing but sweet to me. I will always care about him, and I will always still love him. If he, like, God forbid anything happened to him, he got stuck somewhere and he needed to call somebody, and he called me for some reason, he won't, but if he did, I would be there for him. That's like how much love I had for him, and I still always will have that. Ooh, I almost got upset. This was probably the hardest thing I went through, because when you go through, ooh, Sarah, whoa. When you go through a major life change, you think that the person that you thought you were gonna end up with for the rest of your life would be supportive of that, because you know when you're in a relationship, you should be supportive of each other, no matter what. Like if you love them enough, you support their dreams. The plan was for him to come to Florida 8 months later. 3 weeks into me being here, we broke up. I don't know to this day why he wanted to break up. Like maybe he fell out of love, like I don't know. I really don't, because based on the text messages that were said to me, based on the letters, based on just how we were, it's like I keep looking for answers and I know I'll never get them, because sadly we don't talk anymore, and that's not my choice. That was his choice, and he was really, really mean about it. But like I said, I'm not gonna bash him. This wasn't really a video that I wanted to talk about him. It was more of like the breakup, like how to deal with the breakup, because all of us go through it. Heartbreak is probably one of the worst things you can go through, whether it's a breakup, a parent's divorce, a loss of a family member. The feeling you feel inside is something you can't control. Like when I went through that major life change, I needed him to be there for me, and it was just a lot of back and forth. Like I thought we were getting back together, and then we didn't, then I thought we were, then we didn't, and then one day things just exploded, and I don't know when or how it got to that point, but because I was pretty nice and pretty genuine. Even though I knew what he was doing was wrong, I just kept acting like, because I was like, I don't want to ruin anything, blah, blah, blah. I just kept being that like scared little girl, afraid to speak up for herself. And I continue to be that girl sometimes, and that is something that I definitely want to work on. But what I will say is after my breakup, I fell into depression for 10 months. It was my first semester at FAU. 3 weeks in, I lost my boyfriend, a hurricane happened, I planned his 30th birthday, just so much at once that, and I'm a very sensitive person, that I just couldn't take it. My heart shattered completely. I didn't sleep at all. I did not eat. I would be like, and I didn't do that purposely, because I would try to eat. I would eat like a noodle and I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so full. But I was so heartbroken. What I've learned from that is just like, it's so amazing. Well, it's not amazing, it's sad, but it's just like amazing how much your emotions can take a toll on your body. Like when your heart is broken, no matter what the reason is, you experience things that you never knew was possible. Never thought I would be the person who could never eat, because I eat so much all the time. But I would order like these big meals and I'd be like, yeah, I can't eat. Couldn't sleep. I would have to take like melatonin, and that didn't even work. People told me to listen to sleep meditation music. That didn't work. I would literally go to school and lie to my teachers why my homework wasn't done. I just wasn't motivated. I literally would go to school, come home, mope in my bed, and not do anything. Like, I was depressed for a very long time. I lost 15 pounds, and I remember, if I still have the picture, I'll put it up here, but I remember buying these pair of pants and a shirt, and I remember putting it on, and it was like a small, I don't know why I'm crying, and it was a small, and it looked so baggy on me, and these pants too. And I remember my best friend was like so worried about me, and so was my mom, and my mom was like, let me see the size of those pants, and she's like, if those are the size you're supposed to be and they're that loose on you. She wasn't mad at me, but she's like, she knew I would need help. They were my size, and they were falling off. It was like another person could fit in. I was crying all the time. I was crying every day. When I say every day, it was literally every hour, every minute of the day. Like, I couldn't stop. The only thing I could really do was get myself to shower, and then I would just bawl in the shower. I would bawl in the living room. Like, I was staying at my dad's house in Florida at the time because I didn't have my apartment. I go there sometimes. It's like a little bit of PTSD for me because that's where I felt like I lost everything. Like, because that person was my life. He was the reason why I thought I lost my purpose in life, because he was somebody that I cherished, that I always made sure was happy, that I always made sure he was living a life that he enjoyed with me. And I thought he did, but I guess I was wrong. Like, I don't know, I'm as lost as you guys. I might make like a video, it's like creative, where it tells the story, but not like all of it, because there are some details that I'm not gonna share, because then it's just gonna make things look really, really bad. My point of this is, I remember thinking, like, never gonna find anybody. I'm never gonna love like that again. Like, who else is gonna like me? You know, like, I thought all these thoughts that every girl thinks after a breakup, especially if you really loved the person. I only broke up with one person once. I was in high school, and I still feel really bad about that because the way I treated him was not fair. But we have made amends and we're still friends. And funny now, karma got me because he's about to get married and I'm single. So yeah, karma hit me real good. Just kidding. He's a good person and we're still friends, like I said. Wow, this has been going on for like 16 minutes. Jeez, I talk a lot. I was hurting so bad that no matter what anybody said to me, you know, I would cry to them. My friends were so supportive. Everybody was so supportive. I had friends coming out of nowhere, friends that I hadn't talked to in years talk to me, and just really reminding me of my worth, because I felt so worthless at the time. Like, I felt like, why am I here? What is the reason? And for me to even have those thoughts, that was a scary thing, because I've never been that person to think like that. It was just like, how could this person that I adored and I thought adored me so much and I thought was my end be so cruel? Because I didn't see this side of him in our relationship. So that's, I think, what makes it tough. Now that I like rambled for 17 minutes about myself, my point of bringing this up is I feel like my calling is to help people who go through the same pain I go through and help them navigate it. Because what I will say, what I have learned is there is no time limit when you should be over something. Like, whether you were with the person for 2 months, 6 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years, so on. No matter how little or how long you were with a person, it doesn't matter. Because if you're really invested in that person and then you get disappointed, your heart is gonna break and you're gonna feel it. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, and don't let anyone put a time limit on you, because you have to heal on your own time. I actually wrote something down. This is the only thing I wrote down. You have to be the one to heal yourself, because no one else can heal you. I remember crying to my mom all the time and her just not knowing what to do. I'd call her, she would call me back, and we'd be crying together. She'd be in like the TJ Maxx parking lot just bawling on the phone with me, because she's like, I don't know how to help you, but I want to help you, but I don't know what to do. And there was nothing she could do. It was really, I had to take the time for myself. Like, I remember going out with friends and this guy was interested in me, and I like cried in my friend's shoulder because I wasn't ready. And my sister was like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, it's not him. Like, you know, everything you do after a breakup. Like, I was really depressed about him for like 10 months, and then I decided to try to get back in the game. You call it. That's another thing that I was worried about. Like, I'm not used to the dating scene. I've been out of the dating scene I was out of the dating scene for like 5 years. So I was like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I haven't been on a date in 5 years without my boyfriend at the time. So how do I act? What do I do? What do I say? I feel like this video is like rambling, so I'm sorry. I should have wrote an outline. But I got back into the dating game in August. Okay, so the summer, you know, I went back to Connecticut for a little bit, and then because I needed to heal, I really needed to be surrounded by family and friends, and they made sure I healed. Didn't heal completely, but I knew I had a purpose. And I feel like my purpose is to be the change for people who go through the same things I go through, to be a voice. Like I feel like an inspiration in a way, but I don't want to call it an inspiration because I kind of sound cocky in that sense. Just know your worth. Like really know your worth. Like my best friend actually has told me this so many times, and I feel like I don't know it yet, but I feel like I do at the same time. So the advice that I'm giving you guys, I'll be going through it with you because I do know my worth, and I do know I'm worth more than being ignored, more than being told something that I never thought somebody would say to me, or just being ghosted by somebody, because I know the heart that I have, and I know the love that I can give, and I know whoever accepts that is going to be a very special person in my life. Because since what I've went through is I've hired my standards, and no shade, like I said, but I've hired my standards that I won't settle for anything less than what I deserve, because like you all, we all deserve love. You know, everyone deserves to be loved. There's no doubt about that. And no one deserves to feel like they're any less than what they are, because I remember feeling so low to the point I felt like I wasn't worth it to anybody, like even worth it to be friends with anybody. Like that's how bad it was. There's so much to the story, but it's like I said, I don't want to make it about me. I want to make it about you guys. Well, I kind of got to make it about me for a little second. Then I'll get it to you guys. But so I got back into the dating scene. When I came back, friends told me to join Bumble, and I wasn't sure because I was like, don't really want to go on those dating websites or apps when I was dating somebody that I knew from school. So I caved in. The first person that I met, I'm still friends with him to this day. He's very nice. He's a very sweet guy. And I was like, oh, okay, this is like a good first experience with Bumble, so why not try it again? So then I met another guy. He was good until he wasn't. So that was like 2 dates, and then, oh my god, oh no, this is almost over. I might have to switch the card.
Let us gather round, for it's Christmas time. A merry sound and the stars alight.